Hi, I'm Alina, and if you're watching this video, you're probably gearing up for an exchange semester or year abroad, or you're planning to apply for a program, and that's awesome. I've done 2 exchanges myself, the first one in Utah at Snow College, and the second one at Middle East Technical University in Turkey. So today I've put together all my experiences to tell you some information that I wish I had known before, but I didn't, unfortunately. So let's get started. The first thing to remember is that your social life is just as important as your academic life during your exchange period. When I'm back at my home university, I can be a total nerd, especially during my finals week. I barely leave the house or meet my friends. It's just a pure survival mode. But it does make a lot of sense when you are having your exchange semester. So if you're struggling with balancing your life, studies and work, maybe it's the best time to try to improve your time management skills, because your exchange semester is definitely about more than just academics. Parties, travel and festivals are all the part of the experience if you really want to understand the culture and the country you are living in. So my tip is, don't overload yourself with many courses if you can help it. I made a mistake on taking on too much, like 40 credits, oh my dear lord, at 2 universities plus tutoring, because I thought I could handle it. At the end of the semester, I was getting like 3-4 hours of sleep per night while preparing for dozens of exams. And I ended up missing so many cool activities, and I really regret it. Don't overestimate yourself, leave some room to enjoy life, but definitely take some unique courses that aren't available at your home university. Maybe something for fun. For example, I took acting, some of my friends took archery, and even pottery. Make sure to get a full medical checkup before you go. Like, seriously, I can't stress this enough. At least going to a dentist should be a must, and if you can, even you're feeling fine and you don't have any pain, do a blood test and go to see your dentist. It will be very, very helpful when you're abroad. Another thing that you should definitely do in advance is saving as much money for traveling as possible. Living abroad can be quite pricey, and traveling is even more so. So, your host university will probably organize a lot of trips that you will want to join. Keep these expenses in mind and think about getting an online job or maybe earning some extra cash before you go. One more practical tip is to take only 1 suitcase, because trust me, you will probably come back with 2. Every time I told myself that I wouldn't buy a lot of stuff and I wouldn't need the second suitcase, I ended up heading home with 2 suitcases. And that's why don't pack a lot, especially clothes. You will definitely have the urge to shop a lot while being on your exchange semester. And finally, my favorite advice: if you can dance any folk, national dances, or you have a costume, traditional costume, or some traditional instruments that you can play, definitely bring them along. You might need them. It really depends on the program, but when I was in the US, they wanted us to participate in different cultural events, and I really regretted not taking some Russian dolls or kokoshnik. The only thing I could do was cooking our cuisine, but I wish I also had some traditional elements. So people like learning about some other countries, and sharing your experience, your culture with other exchange students is a lot of fun, believe me. By the way, make connections outside your country. During my first exchange in the US, I would mostly hang out with other people from my country. I didn't even try to meet any locals at first. I was too shy, I was self-conscious about my English. That was totally foolish. So, be yourself, but switch to your extroverted mode. And if you don't have any social media, think of getting it, because it can be a very good way to keep in touch with your international friends, even by simply liking each other's stories. And if you're saying, I already have enough friends, I don't need more, let me be brutally honest. You may need these people in your future. And this also goes for your academic staff and professors. Maybe in the future you will ask them for a reference letter for your next exchange program. So be active and try to keep in touch with people. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video useful, and I have so much more to share, so maybe it won't be the last video on this topic. But before you leave to start packing, here's one last tip. You can try being a completely new person on your exchange. Try new things, embrace your new personality, be the main character, and don't worry about what other people think. You'll be leaving soon anyways. But also remember to create a positive impression of your country, because you're a cultural ambassador in the first place.